Hey guys, Blepner here with another team review, and today we're going to be looking at one of my favorite teams, most consistent teams. It's Mandibuzz with Air Slash in the lead, Galarian Stunfisk on the swap, and Shadow Politoed in the back. So I made this team for the first Remix Cup, and I got into the 3500s with it. I got up to 16th place overall in the world. But unfortunately, the Weather Ball nerf really hurt Politoed. So not quite as good as it was back then, but I think this is still my most reliable team. So I just decided to open up with it for this UL remix. So let's see how these battles go. So we've got Charizard into Mandibuzz, and so the really crazy thing about Mandibuzz is that it just outbulks all of these like squishy sub-level 40 Pokemon. So this is a pretty safe matchup. I go into Politoed just because I didn't really want to go into my Stunfisk. I just wanted to bait out whatever they have to deal with Stunfisk or water types in the back. And a single Air Slash takes out the Roserade. Unfortunately, I'm still stuck here against the Charizard. So I'm going to shield because I'm assuming that they're going to go for the Blast Burn. Yeah, so I foul play. This would kill the Charizard. And I was trying to catch a Dragon Claw, but I think this is the Blast Burn. So I shield it. And so they have a Machamp in the back, which is pretty predictable considering their weakness to Stunfisk. Luckily, they let go of the Earthquake. I don't know if they felt like they needed to or anything, but now I can farm down with Mandibuzz and should come out pretty close to a foul play. So you're going to see Mandibuzz survive this Rock Slide real comfortably. And take out the Charizard. Now we have Mandibuzz into Mewtwo, Armored Mewtwo. This is one of the best matchups that Mandibuzz can see. And they're staying in. Okay, so they switch into Golbat. And for some reason I just go into my Politoed rather than my Stunfisk. Stunfisk has a good matchup against Armored Mewtwo. So that might be what I was thinking here. And just going to keep spamming out these Weather Balls. This is what Politoed is good at. It's one of the spammiest Pokemon in the game. And so I'm going to get to this Weather Ball and force a shield. So this is looking pretty good. I'm shields up. I'm probably going to farm up to 100 energy on my Stunfisk. And then maybe swap into Mandibuzz. So they threw the Poison Fang here. I don't think that was enough for the Shadow Ball, so I can tank that very easily. It looks like I can farm all the way down at this point. But I decide to go into Mandibuzz if they don't get off a move or switch, so looking pretty good for me. Let's see what they have. They come back into Mewtwo, so whatever they have in the back is presumably really weak to Mandibuzz. So get off another foul play here. And I'm just going to let this go. Even a Dynamic Punch doesn't do a whole lot to Mandibuzz, but it was just the Psy Strike. Double resisted. And at this point, this game is pretty safely won because I can just go into Stunfisk and spam out these rock slides. Don't even need to Earthquake. Yeah, don't need a shield. I can still live Aquatail really easily from here. And I can farm up a bit and go for the Earthquake because they're out of shields. Next we have Mandibuzz into a Scavalier. So, gotta stay in this, right? Because Stunfisk definitely does not want to see this Escavalier. And so I switch into my Stunfisk to catch the Megahorn, but they switch themselves. And this is a pretty okay matchup. Let's see what the Snorlax wants to do. That is enough for the Earthquake. And it is the Earthquake. So, still an okay matchup because they're going to have to shield if they want to preserve their switch. So they do shield. And I'm going to go for the Earthquake again. They throw without getting too much energy. So, I get some really perspicacious lag right there that allows me to get off that rock slide and switch out, which is huge because they were trying to snipe me there, but for some reason there was just lag and it didn't work out. And Politoed has a great matchup with Escavalier because those weather balls just do like almost 50% of its health. It just takes it down really quickly. And so at this point, this should be a pretty safe situation. I just need to land one weather ball on this Machamp, and then I can farm down with my Mandibuzz. Shields up the first one, and now they come into Snorlax. But this isn't going to kill me, so no big deal. I can just go for this weather ball here and farm down with my Mandibuzz. And I can just throw the Aerial Ace, and that's a good game. And I get to second Aerial Ace. Next we have Mandibuzz into Poliwrath. This is another great lead. Mandibuzz's Aerial Aces and Wing Air Slashes are just going to completely out DPS the Mud Shots and the Ice Punches here. And we get to keep this away from our Stunfisk, which is really good. Ice Punch barely even does like 15%, if that. I tried to catch another Ice Punch, but instead they Dynamic Punch me. It's no big deal. And so I Leer out the Trevenant, which is good. I'm going to get off some damage on it, and then I'm going to farm it all the way down with my Mandibuzz. That's what's so great about Mandibuzz, is because even if you lose the switch, Mandibuzz can generally just farm down whatever they switch into and get a lot of energy. So farm down. This Shadow Ball isn't going to do that much at all to the very bulky Mandibuzz. And they lag a little bit. Unfortunate on their side. And so now I have almost 2 Aerial Aces. This is going to take them out if they don't shield. And I get to the second Aerial Ace. So once again, the energy really coming in handy here. And this is a game over. Hard countering the Crobat in the back is really nice. This is another positive situation as long as I can predict the Rock Slide. Usually regular Machamps go for the Rock Slide first. Shadow Machamps sometimes bait. So I'm just going to shield. And they have to shield in return, otherwise this Aerial Ace will take them out. simultaneously swap, which is kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, I'm kind of okay here because these double super effective shadow mud shots are visibly chunking this Magna Zone. I can just let this go here, farm up with Stunfisk, and nothing that they can do here is going to hurt Stunfisk. They mirror shot, going for the attack debuff. And they come in with Trevenant. So not quite over yet, but Mandibuzz is going to be able to take care of this Trevenant real easy. So I'm at back-to-back rock slides. I'm probably going to just throw this one and bounce out. And I should be able to take care of this Machamp, no problem. Especially because they allowed me to get to this Aerial Ace here. And I call that move just because I was thinking that they would think it was a safer play to go straight cross chop. And I have a foul play left. So snipe them with the rock slide, game over. We have Mandibuzz into Nidoqueen. I switch immediately into my Politoed, and a lot of the times they actually stay in and try to get off a Poison Fang, and I can just do a ton of damage with this Weather Ball. They actually switched out, but because of a visual glitch, it didn't show them switching out, which is unfortunate. I'm going to let this Earthquake through, and then I'm going to hope that they let my Earthquake through. No reason for them to go a shield down yet, so looking pretty good. They're going to have to shield this if they want to win switch, which I think that they probably do. Unfortunately, wasn't quite able to kill them there, so they do win switch. But I'm hoping that they don't have an answer to Stunfisk in the back. And they clearly don't, because they come in with their Nidoqueen. And I can just shield this Earth Power. And they catch the Earthquake on their Mandibuzz. But luckily, as you're going to see, this is an Air Slash Mandibuzz, so not too big of a deal. Stunfisk eats Air Slash Mandibuzz for breakfast. So I'm just going to get them low, probably, and then I'm going to come in with my own Mandibuzz and try to farm them down. And so now they're just going to Poison Fang me to Oblivion, but I'm going to get off at least 2 foul plays here. So slowly chipping away at them. By the time my Mandibuzz dies, they should be within Rock Slide range. So a pretty good situation, especially because they shielded. And they double shield, so not really a win con for them anymore. I can just switch into my Stunfisk and throw a Rock Slide or an Earthquake. Yeah, Rock Slide should do it. Rock Slide and a few more Mud Shots. Shield up the Earth Power, and that's game over. Mandibuzz into Scizor. This is a pretty good lead because the Night Slash is resisted. And then they switch into Gyarados, which is good for me because I can see it here. But then I go into my Stunfisk, which is a very questionable play. I could have just stayed in with my Mandibuzz and taken care of the Gyarados. But yeah, this is going to be kind of a close matchup. So they double shield, and they come in with their scissor. So I'm coming in with my my frog, which is going to resist the bullet punches. But it's not the most comfortable situation here because we still don't know what's in the back. Try to catch a Night Slash. I think this is just a Night Slash, so looking okay. Farm them all the way down. And they have Galvantula, so definitely a mistake to go into my Stunfisk. I should have just stayed in with my Mandibuzz and finished off the Gyarados. And unfortunately, I'm just not going to be able to do enough damage to this Gyarados before they take me down. So, well played. Got Mandibuzz into Magnezone. So I'm going to switch immediately into my Politoed. And they switch out, which is really nice, into Gallade. Gallade gets into confusion, but I'll take that. Take the switch for confusion. And I'm going to shield here because I really want to preserve switch, and I'm thinking that I can actually farm all the way down here. So that's really good. I have a ton of energy now. And I'm going to call the Mirror Shot here. It is a Mirror Shot, luckily, so huge call. I'm able to get off these Weather Balls, and they shield. So looking pretty good here. Yeah, they took a long time to switch out, so definitely looking okay right now. And they call the Earthquake, so we're looking good. I can just shield up my Stunfisk. Hopefully I can survive this cross chop. Still looking okay. Oh, they lag here, so this basically ensures my victory. They probably could have made this very close if they didn't lag. So I'm thinking that this Weather Ball and the Mud Shots should take them out. So they're forced to throw the Mirror Shot here, and then I should be able to take them out with 1 or 2 Air Slashes. Yeah, so the Wild Charge is not going to do it at this range. Yep. Mandibuzz into Trevenant. This is a great lead. They go into Lapras, and I go into Politoed just because I wanted to kind of throw it away. Politoed doesn't have too bad of a matchup with Lapras. You can take it out in 2 Earthquakes, even if they Skull Bash. So I'm just assuming that this is going to be a Skull Bash because I thought that they let that through in order to make me think that they weren't going to Skull Bash, but they did bait, so a good bait. And they're just going to let this Lapras go, so kind of an interesting call. But they got shield advantage. They're going to be able to farm up a lot with his Trevenant, but that farm isn't going to go very far against my Mandibuzz. So looking pretty okay. I can get off this resisted Earthquake before I go down. And they have Regirock in the back, so not over yet, especially because I have I'm at a shield deficit, but luckily they Stone Edge here, so not a great decision to bait in this situation because I can still let go the So I could still let go the Focus Blast there, and I think that I would have survived. So not a very safe bait. This team is like just super safe and super powerful. So if you want to climb, this is definitely the team to use. If you try out this team, let me know how it goes, and I'll see you all next time.